What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was Trained by Whis? And yeah guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. Now before continuing this, I would like to give shout out to Snake Brandon for suggesting me this idea. Other than that, if you haven't, then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin with our story. Our story begins with a 5-year-old Naruto Uzumaki as he was in the forest of death, gawking at a being in front of him with jaws dropped. The being looked different. It was long, human-like, and had white hair in a funny shape and had a halo around its neck and a huge staff. As the being turned towards this boy, "Oh dear, I apologize for the inconvenience you have to put up with me. What is your name, young one?" Um, uh, uh, Naruto? Who, what are you? Oh, my apologies. Where are my manners? My name is Whis, and I'm an angel, what you call. Angel? Are you kidding me? You don't have wings or that sort. Funny boy, we don't have those wings things. I can fly on my own and travel with the help of this, my staff. Really? That's awesome, mister. Well, you can call me Whis. I'm not mister. Okay, Mr. Whis. You're hard to deal with, aren't you? Yeah, many say that. So, mind telling me, what are you doing here? And why are you alone? You can tell? Yes. Because I have sensed you when you entered this forest. Wait, are you spying on me? Somewhat. I have sensed a great energy within this world, an energy of a legendary Saiyan, and I was sent here by my lord, great grand priest, to train that warrior in his arts, so he can become the defender and the god of destruction of this universe. Universe -1. As Naruto's jaws dropped after hearing that out. Wait. Are you serious? Ooh, can you really train that guy after finding him out? Yeah. That is what I'm going to do, and that is why I'm here. Wait, can you take me as well? Why would I do that? Because, I just want to get trained as well, so I can be strong and everyone can respect me. Now, normally that would not be possible, and just seeing as how you are, you're quite vulnerable. Tell me, why do you want to train first? Whis said, raising an eyebrow, looking at Naruto attentively, as little Naruto thought hard and strong. Because I want to protect my precious people, Naruto said, after thinking hard, as Whis' eyes widened as he smiled. Good. Then, I will take you with me, so you can train. Awesome! Naruto said as he hugged Whis, as Whis smiled. And then, Whis brought out the compass that was given to him by the great Grand Priest. Oh dear, I have to search for him first, Naruto. Will you help me? Yeah, I know everywhere around the village. Let's see. As he brought out the compass and activated it, as the compass immediately directed towards Naruto. Wait. Really? You're him? What? What's going on? You're the one I was looking for the past month, Naruto. And yet you are here, asking for my help from the get-go. Talk about fate. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's just depart from here then. Depart? You mean like going away? Yes. Where? From here to the realm of the God, where you can train Naruto properly. The retired previous God of this realm will train you. Wait, we had one? Yes. His name was Hagoromo Otsutsuki, I presume. He was known as the Sage of the Six Paths here. Wait, really? Yes. For almost 2,000 to 3,000 years, there hasn't been one here, and that is why I'm here to find you, because you have some other powers that are capable of becoming one. Awesome! Naruto said, Well, aren't you enthusiastic? Let's go then. As Whis picked Naruto up in with one arm and tapped the stick that he was carrying in his arm on the ground, and both of them were gone as a portal opened. As Naruto looked in awe as they were traveling at hyperspeed through dimensions towards the main realm that connected them all, the center. As after arriving there, it was the Zeno's realm. Naruto was presented by the creator of all presents, Zeno. Wow, he's my age. Wait, can really? Naruto said to Zeno after seeing him. As Zeno looked at Naruto. Would you like to play? Zeno asked. Really? You want to be my friend? Naruto asked Zeno, as both of them chuckled then after looking at each other. Yes, I want to. As Whis and everyone was surprised, and even Great Grand Priest, as the guards wanted to intervene but they didn't, knowing that Naruto couldn't harm Zenos because he didn't have any power or nor the presence to threaten them or even their lord. And Zeno and Naruto hit it off then, and they became best of friends within just one day of span. As after that, when it was time for Naruto's training, Zeno said, "But I can just make Naruto strong so he can play with me." "I will come back tomorrow, Zeno. Plus, I'm feeling tired." "Ah, it's sad that you have to go. I'll be lonely." As Naruto then did something that nobody did to Zeno. Gave him a hug. "Don't worry, buddy. I will be back. Heh, you're now one of my precious people. And my best friend. I will never leave you alone," Naruto said. As after that, Naruto was gone with Whis to train. As Zeno was thinking hard, "Everything all right, Zeno-sama?" said Grand Priest. "Nothing. It's just feel weird. That... I don't know. This bubbly feeling. I feel happy. That is what you feel when you are truly cherished and loved, my lord. Although we all do, but we are your creation as subordinate. Now you feel a love from another being that loves you unconditionally. Just for who you are, not for your title, not for your power. I guess Naruto is also my precious people, and the only one I will protect, even breaking my own cord with. Yes, my lord, we know that, but I suggest that is in dire needs of situation only. So you're allowing it?" "Yes, because Naruto has brought inside something in Whis that not even is possible, or should be possible." "What is that?" "Emotions. We angels are programmed in such way that we cannot get any emotions. But clearly, Whis is being attached to Naruto here." As after that, 5 years more passed. Naruto was now 10 years of age, and he still played with Zenos whenever he was allowed to by Whis, and Whis taught him everything and trained him regularly. As Naruto had become quite strong, his power level has risen up to Broly in Super Saiyan Blue state. Just imagine what kind of monster would that be. In base form, Naruto wasn't able to achieve the Super Saiyan, as the Universe 7 Super Saiyans have been able to achieve. Now, Naruto was also able to train in the Shinobi arts by the help of the Sage of the Sixth Path, who was the previous GOD, but was a kind one. And he wanted to drop that title, so he passed on, without passing the title on to anyone. And for 2000, there was a gap created in Universe -1 for no one to take up the mentality, because nobody knew about that. As Naruto's training was going on, as he was bored now, as Whis and Hagoromo, who were there, looked at him. Naruto, yeah, sorry Whis-sensei, Hagoromo-sensei. "What is wrong, my boy?" said Hagoromo. "You've been out of it for the past week, I have sensed it." It's just that, I don't know, I guess I'm kind of homesick." "I'm quite surprised, Naruto. I really wanted the elemental nations to use Ninshu as a way to communicate and get to know each other, and yet they turned it into a weapon and created village and created monsters and abominations such as you by making the bijus that were my children and sealing them inside of you and then hated you on you, and yet you are so simple and miss them. It is beyond me. I don't know. There are some people who like me, I guess. They were Ayame-chan and Tanichi Oji-san and Gigi. These were the only people that liked me, and they were more than enough for me. But it was lonely. But now I have family here. You, Whis, Sensei, and Zenos. My best friend. I have even met with Goku and Lord Beerus and even Vegeta. He's a funny guy though, and he has an ass for haircut. Don't tell him that I said that. I won't, said Whis after giving Naruto a smile. But it's just that I miss them and want to see them. I haven't seen any one of them for 5 years. Maybe they have forgotten about me, Naruto said, as his eyes started to fill up with tears. As Zeno arrived instantly, Naruto, what's wrong? I could sense you were distressed. Ah, nothing buddy, it's just that I was homesick. Then why don't you go and visit it? It's just that my home doesn't bring back any good memories, aside from a few. Really? What happened? Trust me, you don't want to know. Something that I'd rather not talk about and put it in the past. Red Priest narrowed his eyes on Naruto, and instantly, what Naruto lived through for past 5 years when he was brought here was shown to him, as he then passed his memories telepathically to Zeno's, as Zeno's eyes turned red for a bit. Naruto, how could you miss them? They beated you, even though you cried. I'm not missing them, Zenos. I'm missing Gigi and those who helped me out. As those memories were shown when Naruto was out in the cold and homeless, and was brought in by an restaurant owner and his daughter, given food to, and even stayed night for whole weeks until his Gigi Hokage arrived. And after that, it was the only restaurant that served Naruto the fresh food, and it was the only food Naruto could afford at the time. As out of nowhere, Zenos hugged Naruto. How could you live through those situations, Naruto, and be this happy? I don't know. I just moved on, I guess, Naruto said. As everyone was silent, as the atmosphere was quite gloomy there. But suddenly Naruto decided to cheer everyone up and hide his own pain again. Well, stop being all wimpy and vappy. Let's go and play. Would you like to play, Zenos? As Zenos nodded. Let's go. As everyone smiled, as Naruto and Zenos were going to play in the backyard, after saying goodbye to their sensei and their sensei ending the Naruto's training. As Hagoromo frowned, he's hiding his pain inside his heart again. And I can sense that Kurama is also helping him out in this one. But why? How did this happen? Naruto and Kurama got close? Well, one thing, his father was the one who was teaching Naruto, and when Hagoromo and Kurama met, it was a whole new turn of events. Flashback 5 years ago. Hagoromo was in his own plane, resting, when Whis brought a kid. So you're saying you brought a new child from elemental nations to be trained as the next god of destruction and protector of that realm? Yes, my liege. And I will be his personal angel, assigned to him, since Beerusama is already retired, and also passed on the duties to a new deity, and he already has his angels. I am quite free at the moment. I see. As before he could say anything, Kurama took over Naruto. Father, is that really you? Kurama, what are you? Wait, is this boy your Jinchuriki? Yes. I was sealed against my will inside his child when he was an infant. I see. So the child has no say in it, right? Yes. Unfortunately, he doesn't know about me yet. I see. But he's hated by the village because of what I did. under the control of that accursed Uchiha. Wait, what do you mean? As Kurama began to explain what happened before he was sealed inside of Naruto and what kind of life he went through to those two, as Whis was quite saddened by the turns of events and filled with rage, because Naruto was a simple boy and a shiny personality that one could get attracted to, and he had suffered this much, he didn't knew that. As for Hagoromo, he was fuming. Those nasty idiots. I gave them that power, that ninja, so they could spread peace, not war. They have turned it into a weapon, a disgrace. Yes, father. Kurama, you must help this boy, because he is going to be the new god of destruction and protector of that realm. He will bring your siblings and join them together here, where you will be protected. And you will be his aides under his command, and he will lead this world to peace, or destroy it, if it's not redeemable. It will be done, father. And after that, the next night, Naruto and Kurama met in the mindscape. As Naruto was standing in front of a huge bar, his two red eyes shot up and looked at him. Hello, kid. Who are you? I am the Kyuubi no Yoko. Wait, wasn't it supposed to be dead? As Naruto then remembered, people calling him a demon and everything. Wait, is that? Yes, kid. You're very smart from what you let on to be. That is the reason why everyone calls you a demon and hates you. As Naruto then fell silent and said, oh. Wait, aren't you going to blame me? Because of me, your life is ruined? No, I'm not. Those people should be able to figure that out. They're adults. And yet they blamed me for something that I didn't even do or had a say in. I didn't even knew you existed until now inside of me. Does this mean I am you? No, you're not me, kid. We are different, but sealed as one. I don't get it. Your soul and I are intact now, unfortunately. Your father, he used a weird seal which connected your soul and binded it to me, and same could be said for me, myself. I am bound to you and your soul. If we are separated, one of us or both of us might die. Wait, you know my father? Yes. He left his soul here. Your mother as well. Rip that piece of seal a bit, only a little bit, and they will appear. I'll help you out. As Kurama's huge hand moved out, and Naruto got up on it, and ripped a bit of piece of seal as Naruto's hand was stopped. Naruto? What are you doing? As Naruto looked up at his father. How could you? Naruto said, punching him in the gut. I looked up at you as my idol, and yet you ruined my life. What are you talking about, Naruto? Wait, what do you mean by that? Don't you know who I am? I know who you are. You're the fourth Hokage, and unfortunately my father, as Kyuubi has told me. Wait, Kyuubi told you this? It wasn't supposed to tell you? Nobody told you who you were? Who I was? No. They hated me. Yes, they hated your son. They would have killed him in one of the fox hunt if it wasn't for me. I saved him, giving him my chakra, healing his wounds. That was because of you? What is going on here? What are you talking about? Please tell me. Who are you? I'm your mother, Naruto. Both of you disgust me. How could you do this to me? I didn't have a say in it. Because of you, my life was ruined. And his life was ruined as well. What have you done to our son, Kyuubi? Said Minato. Nothing. It's the people you love and protected and died for has done to your son. Do not trust me? Why don't you look into his memories? Use that Yamanaka favors jutsu, mind transfer jutsu. You can use it. I'll give you the chakra too. As with a tap of its glow on both Minato and Kushina's forehead, they were given a full jonin worth of chakra to use and spend. As both of them went inside the mindscape of Naruto because they could use the technique that they copied. I saw what he went through: torture, beating, kidnapping, and even as close as to being raped at the age of 5. As Minato and Kushina were shaking with anger and enraged. I'm sorry, Naruto. We didn't wish for this to happen. And yet it did. And yet it did. I didn't even knew for the first half of my life who or what were you, and why would people look at me like that? I didn't even do anything. I was kicked out of my house when I was at the age of 3. I lived on the streets. I had to survive. I did everything I could, but I was closer to die. If it wasn't for Ichiraku, I would have died that night. And you know what? What were my thoughts at that time? I was glad that it was going to end, that I was going to die, and this nightmare will end. And thankfully a light came in that dark void, as Ichiraku's, and I was saved. Shown some mercy, and given the love and care that I needed to boost my morale up somewhat. And then came along Didi. We are truly sorry, son. We didn't wish for this to happen. We wished them to see you as a hero. That was my dying wish. I couldn't ask for anyone to give up their son if I couldn't give up my own. You gave me up. I'm going to do the same. I'm giving up my name. I'm not your son. I'm not your clansman. I'm nothing to you. I'm only Naruto. Naruto said this as Minato's eyes were on Sword Kushina. Naruto, please. You can't do this to us. And you can? You can use me as what? A repellent for your village so they can prosper while I suffer? So much for that legacy. I don't want to be that. I don't hate you, but I don't love you either. You are insignificant to me as I was insignificant to you at the moment. No. Goodbye, Naruto said as he was brought out of his mindscape, as both of his parents started to call him but they couldn't. As they were on their knees crying inside Naruto's mindscape that was left alone, Scooby then said, "This is the grave you dug, Minato. You and Kushina. I told you, Kushina, that plan is going to be a big failure, didn't I?" "Shut up." "Aw, did I hurt your feelings? I told you that this will come back to bite you in the ass." And the irony is, it was from your son and not from me. The boy is quite serious about this, and I'm pretty damn sure once he made up his mind, he will not forgive you two. Not ever. He will once he sees that it was needed. No, Minato, he's going to become the next god of destruction, and the protector of this universe. And if your world is unredeemable, he's going to destroy it, as per orders and duties of a god of destruction. He can't do that. He will, if he found them to be unredeemable. As Minato's eyes widened, and so did Kushina's. What have we done? As both of them vanished after that, as Kyuubi took back his chakra, as the prison in front of Kyuubi vanished because Naruto broke it. At that night, Naruto, or something inside Naruto, changed. His happy-go-lucky personality turned serious somewhat, and everyone was quite surprised when he took his training seriously, and within 3 more years, he was able to complete it. As Zenos was there, "Hey Zenos," Naruto said while training. "Naruto, can we talk?" "What is it?" Naruto said, getting down, and smiled at him. "What happened? You seem to have changed for the course of 3 years. I didn't say much. I thought you wanted to train and finish this training earlier and take up your job, but it seems that it was not the case. It was my parents. They came to my mindscape. They left a failsafe. We would try to break the Kyuubi free, or does the Kyuubi breaks free and I couldn't hold it back, they will appear to seal it. And they did appear. And it wasn't good. They said that I was insignificant in front of the whole village, that they needed to save their own son. And I told them that I had to live a life that no 5-year should live. I was so close to that so many times that when one of the times I was close to dying, I was happy. I told them all. And yet my father insisted that they had to do what they thought was right, and I did what I thought was right. I gave up on everything. I gave up on their name, to be their legacy, everything. I'm Naruto now, just nothing else. As Zenos hugged him, "Here, Naruto, cut your hand, please," as Naruto did. As Zenos did the same, as a bright light appeared from it, the cut. As Zenos immediately put that hand over Naruto, as Naruto could feel something flowing inside of him, as his chakra was pured and turned into something much more. Purified ki, and godly ki nonetheless. There, you're a part god now, Naruto. You have my blood flowing through you. You're now my sibling, my friend, and my big brother. As Naruto hugged Zenos, as Zenos hugged Naruto. "Thank you so much for this, Zenos. Thank you so much. I thought I have lost everything, but you gave me more than I could ever ask for or wish for." As after that Whis arrived, "Zenos-sama, Naruto, today is your graduation test, remember?" "Yes, let's go, Zeno." Already behind Jenny-san, as both of them dashed towards there. As Whis smiled, "Finally, you're back," he said. As the test was simple, Naruto had to beat Whis and Hagoromo at their full power, and they unleashed their full power as Naruto did his. But this time, purple ki appeared over Naruto instead of a chakra. "Naruto, what happened to your chakra?" "Oh, Zenos, well, made me his half-brother, so I can use maybe his ki?" It seems so," said the Grand Priest. "Now begin." As Naruto was easily able to dodge both of their attacks, it seemed quite slow to them, as Naruto deflected them and punched them back and countered their attack at full force. As the battle continued for almost 2 minutes straight, constantly punching, kicking, and flying in air and disappearing. Naruto even used forbidden jutsus, wood style, wood golem, as a golem appeared to fight Hagoromo, as Naruto went to fight on with Whis, as Whis was taken down. Light spear, spears of tearing rain, as one spear was launched from the lightning that Naruto created, as it turned into 1,000,000 spears of lightning, charging at Whis. Whis deflected them, but some cuts were caused on him. "Whis, you're out," said the Grand Priest. "You have 18 cuts." "I know. Good job, Naruto, but you still have Hagoromo, remember?" As the golem was broken at the time, as Naruto then summoned Earth Golem, Lightning Golem, Fire Golem, as Naruto combined them. Golem Cannon, Fire! As a huge combined combustion of all of these elements came out into metal, which was burning with flames and crackling with lightning that went towards Hagoromo, who stopped it with 8 gates, but it bursted through all of them. And 14 gates appeared, it bursted through all of them as well, and scratched Hagoromo's cheek. "You have defeated me, Naruto, well done. Those are the ultimate defenses that anyone with knowledge can use, and you have defeated me fair and square. Hence, you are the new god of destruction and protector of universe -1. All hail Naruto, the new god of destruction." As everyone bowed, as Naruto picked them up. "Not you, Sensei." "No, Naruto-sama, it is my duty. I am your personal angel now, if it's alright with you. It's more than enough for me, Whis-san. Whis-sensei, you will always be my sensei to me and my big brother who took me in when I needed someone the most." As Naruto hugged Whis, as Whis hugged Naruto back. "Aw, no fair, I want a hug as well," Zeno said, as Naruto hugged him too. "Come here, buddy." As after that, we go towards Elemental Nation. After Naruto disappeared for 8 years, everything has went to hell, because Konoha has lost its Jinchuriki and have been trying to kidnap the other Jinchuriki, Danzo was at least, and Danzo got caught red-handed, let's just say, by Kumo, Kiri, who was trying to kidnap basically their Kage, as well as Suna. And Suna has broke its alliance to Konoha and formed an alliance with the other villages. The other 4 villages have started a war against Konoha, and for the past 3 years they were at a war, and Orochimaru has joined them. And when Jiraiya appeared after knowing of the war, in which Konoha was at loss. He wanted to train Naruto immediately, but Naruto was nowhere to be seen. As when trackers were sent to find him, it was revealed that Naruto's scent was led to force of death, and there was a huge crater where it ended, meaning he would have died. Naruto was presumed dead, gone, and they feared that now the QB was also at loose. As one after another disaster struck, Itachi happened and the whole Uchiha clan was massacred. Even Sasuke was not spared this time. And after killing them all, Itachi killed himself, knowing fully well that the Uchihas will not get past the curse of hatred, so he wanted to end them. They were planning a coup against Konoha as well, and Itachi didn't want that. He burned all of their Sharingans and even his with his Amaterus, overusing it. No, even the infants had the Sharingan when they were killed off. Itachi did the unthinkable. As for the other clans, they were using their children, training them and breeding them into monsters of war. As the final day arrived, after 8 years, on October 10th, he would have been 13 this year, said none other than Hiruzen Sarutobi, who was standing at the gates of Konoha, looking towards the armies that were marching, over 10,000 or 100,000 shinobis marching towards them with 4 Kages who were glaring at them. Danzo, you damn fool bastard, because of you, Konoha has to suffer. Hiruzen has tried to calm things down with the village after giving up Danzo, who happily agreed because he knew he wanted to protect Konoha, even though it was the mess he created. And after even executing him, Oniki agreed that they should execute Konoha for these crimes and producing so many traitors and such deadly shinobis, and that is why they were there. They would have been successful until a huge lightning appeared, and Naruto, with a single hand, leaked so much killer intent that they all froze, as his sonic enforced voice boomed clearly to everyone. People of elemental nations, I am Naruto, the new god of destruction and protector of this universe. I am here to give you a warning. Change your ways and don't use ninjutsu that you call ninjutsu as a mean of war. It was given to you to spread love and peace, not war, and if you don't heed my words, you are unredeemable. I will give you 1 month. Leave now, or else. What will you do? Said Oniki, as Oniki arrived in front of him. Do you know who you're talking to? Here we are gods, kid. We play everything. These people are our tools, really. As with a single snap, Oni, the so-called god in front of Iwagakure, turned to dust. Anyone else? Naruto said, as everyone was silent. You have been warned. I will be back with 1 month, and I will be keeping a critical eye on all of you. As with that, Naruto disappeared. As he arrived back to the realm, as Hagoromo was there, as he said, "Good job, kid. You did good." It was quite hard and nerve-wracking, you know. You'll get used to it. Just like I taught you. Well, Naruto, that was kind of good. Thanks, Nissan. I just hope that these foolish idiots just to listen. And for 1 month, Naruto carefully observed them. Suna changed its ways, and so did Kiri, in which the new Mizukage was announced, named as Maid Terumi, because they saw what happened to Oniki. Even Iwa changed their ways when Kurasuchi became the new Tsuchikage. As for, well, let's just say Otogakure, Amegakure, as well as Takigakure and Konohagakure and Kumagakure, they didn't change. They were still at war. As 1 month had passed, and everyone waited patiently for the arrival. As within war Naruto arrived, I have given you warning, and you didn't listen. As suddenly 8 huge beams appeared, dropping on Konoha and Kumo and those villages who were participating, wiping each and every bit of their populace and their village without traces, killing everyone from the said place. As those who were watching with their spies gulped and were fearful and vanished. This being was truly a god of destruction and not someone to be messed with and enraged with. And after that, Naruto disappeared and his legend became known to everyone. It was discovered by the shinobis that there was a god of destruction at one point. It was their state of sixth spot. It was their guardian because they needed his help. He was the one who stopped previous generation from war and gave the new one the means to bring peace. And that is what motivated them, those who survived, to bring peace amongst them. As they were prospering and people were getting on feet after 2 or 3 years, Naruto returned again. As he was getting lonely. Not like familiar lonely, well, on a personal level. As Naruto was now 16, as he was roaming around the 3 villages, as these 3 villages have turned into 3 pillars of this world. The elemental pillars, they were called. As Naruto went towards which was known as Iwagakure, to find his Kage, as she was an unmarried cranky woman, Kuretsuchi, as Naruto started to hang out with her and spend some time with her. And after some time, Kuretsuchi figured out who Naruto was. He was the same kid who arrived 3 years ago and decimated 4 villages. Naruto revealed who he was and what his background was, and how he disowned his parents for what they did. Kuretsuchi was happy for what Naruto had done, and could see that the world was more than meets the eye. Both of them hit it off and connected, and one thing led to another, and let's just say things got out of hand one night, and both of them ended up together, and none of them regretted it. Naruto and Kuretsuchi even married, and produced many strong children. Children to become the next pillars, while Naruto had the duties of the god of destruction, who had turned immortal, and so have his wife, and so are his kids. As the whole the 3 pillars of the world were at peace. Water, earth, and wind. These were the 3 elements known throughout, who were the pillars and the protectors of the whole elemental nations now. And Naruto, he was on his dutiful mission to protect the universe by eradicating those species who were deemable as threat, mainly Otsuzukis. All of them were executed and killed off, as well as some other species were killed off as well. Naruto's universe was at peace and safe for now, at least. So he returned back to spend some time with his family and enjoy life in general. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out. Peace.